On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Monday morning to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. In the morning, we're going to kick it off with some updates. So the two policemen that were detained last week in connection surrounding the controversial fatal knockings and clappings of these three that took place along Windward Road in eastern Kingston over a week ago have been officially charged by Indicom. The policemen were charged over the weekend following a ruling by the Director of Public Prosecutions. The two policemen has since been named publicly by the media. They have since been identified as Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White. They have been charged with 3 counts of fatal knockings and clappings, using a firearm in the commission of a felony and discharging a firearm within 40 yards of a public thoroughfare. They have also been charged with placing an item on the scene of the crime and willfully lying to the Commissioner of Police. The Independent Commission of Investigation launched a probe into the matter after questions were raised about that particular fatal knockings and clappings. The 3 have since been identified as 17-year-old O'Shane Stubbs, Orlando Campbell, 19 years old, and 20-year-old Keshawn Smith. It took place on the 10th of November along Windward Road vicinity, the ATM. The cops' initial statement stated that 2 illegal firearms were seized reportedly in a confrontation with the men sometime around 2 a.m. in the morning. Both policemen are being represented by attorney at law Peter Champagne, King's Counsel. Now, I'm pretty sure that many are clap, many are laugh, many are applaud. Which, if you do that, I saw you think set. Squad of them falter, them drop the catch, big time right there. So it is what it is. But the 3 that lost their lives are by no means 3 innocent little boys, but how they were taken out is being questioned. Whole heap of hole them find in the squad of them story, and also footage from the ATM camera. So that one look really sticky upon the squad of them right here. So seems as if it was not a justified knockings and clappings. But we could see how it turn out now. We could see how it turn out. So we can definitely keep tabs on this one, yeah, and keep you updated subsequently. Yeah, man. So another update and some stats before we get into this morning's set of knockings and clappings. Now, as we have seen in recent times, the rising number of violent attacks occurring on or near our nation's school grounds. And this has sparked concerns over their impact and the overall school environment. So Education Minister, that's Senator Donna Morris Dixon, has strongly condemned these incidents, stressing the urgent need for measures to be set in place to ensure the safety of our students and, of course, by extension, our educators. So according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, there have been 13 knockings and clappings, some fatally, near or on school premises from January 2020 to August 31st, 2024, with 4 of these incidents occurring in 2024 alone. So on your screen is the statistics. So the first one is December 7th of 2020, even though they have 2021. I think that's a typographical error. Chanel Smith, a teacher at Sandy Bank Infant School in Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, lost her life to the hands of a lone criminal element as she was taken out in a hail of bullets by that criminal element as she entered the schoolyard. The next one in question, the 29th of January 2021, Shadri Dryden was chased through a schoolyard and his life taken by armed criminal elements in Westgate Hills in St. James after going to pick up his child. I also covered that story. On November 11th, 2021, school administrator at Excelsior Community College in St. Andrew was taken out in a hail of bullets by criminal elements on the school grounds. The next incidents took place in 2023. On June 13, a taxi operator lost his life outside of Ascot Primary School in Portmore, St. Catherine. On December 14th of 2023, a police fatal knockings and clappings took place at the Gregory Park Primary School in St. Catherine, where the criminal element was taken out by police bullets. Now on March 27th in 2024, a man identified as Jamar Clark was taken out in a hail of bullets by the police during a fun day at the Winston Jones High School. Also in March 27th of 2024, Fabian Needham, otherwise known as Killy Killy, a pump attendant of Highgate, was taken out by armed criminal elements on the compound of the St. Mary High School. 4 others, including a student, was also injured in that particular incident. On the 15th of May 2024, Pembroke Primary School security guard was taken out on the school compound. And on the 17th of June this year, 2024, a 14-year-old Ocherius High School St. Anne male student reportedly conned up a 12-year-old girl on the school compound. It is reported that the students were allegedly playing with the weapon and the weapon went off. On the 6th of September, Cuthbert Lambert, otherwise known as Jerome, lose film life at the gates of the Christiana Moravian Primary and Infant School in Manchester. On the 14th of October, Gary Jr. Leslie, a parent, was taken out in a hail of bullets by armed criminal elements at the gates of the Russell Primary School. On the 15th of November, taxi operator Dashawn Newry was taken out at the gates of the said Russell Primary School whilst dropping off his child. On the 15th of November, the same day, practically the same time frame also, Rohan Gentles, the bus driver at Homewood Technical High School, was taken out in a hail of bullets whilst on the school grounds by armed criminal elements. Now, these are things that I would love to see us as Jamaicans gather around and launch mass protesting about. because these things definitely needs government intervention. Any criminal element caught near the vicinity, much less on the school compound, whether they are caught with the firearm or caught after committing the felony, there should be an additional set of mandatory charges set in place for acts committed on our nation's school grounds or in close proximity to any learning institution. These are things that we should hold our government to task to implement these stringent laws against criminal elements who just wantonly knocking it and clapping it on people in the school, on the school compound, or in the vicinity of our school grounds. These things are traumatizing and will leave long-lasting effects on the minds of our nation's most vulnerable, our children. Yeah, man. So anyway, make we continue. Now the first knockings and clappings that we are going to talk about, my peeps, took place along Gadpile Avenue. The man who was on the receiving end of those fatal bullets has since been identified as Horton Henry, said to be 30 years of age and a taxi operator of Gadpile Avenue in Kingston 5. He was found in a gully with what appears to be some whole heap of corn-up wounds to the upper body and head. The police in the St. Andrews Central Police Division is presently investigating. Now the next one will take place after that took place in the Westmoreland Police Division in Savannah Lamar. More so in Little London is a knifing, loss of life. Now a two big man in a physical altercation and one use a knife to take the next one life. Now both men have since been identified as Ricky Arid, said to be 52 years of age, a construction worker who come from Bay Road in a Little London. So his life was taken by a next man identified as Denton Duhaney, 63-year-old. Him is a Tyler. Him come from the same Bay Road address. It is said that the accused was subsequently taken into custody after the verbal turn physical altercation which led to the fatal knifing of the now deceased 52-year-old Ricky Arid. The next knockings and clappings took place in Maypen, Clarendon, in Canaanites. Now the person who lose fame life has since been identified as Ronaldo Pattison, otherwise known as 40, said to be 31 years of age. He come from Canaanites in a Clarendon, and he was taken out by an unknown assailant. The police in that particular police division is investigating that knockings and clappings. The next one took place in Above Rocks, where the police take out two, send them gone to the departure lounge. So two men have been taken out by the police in the St. Catherine North Police Division in separate incidents which resulted in the seizure of two illegal firearms. In the first incident, a man identified as Nigel reportedly pointed a firearm at police personnel who had gone to the premises in Retirement District in Above Rocks, St. Catherine, about 5:40 a.m. on Sunday morning. The police reportedly took evasive action and fired at Nigel, who was conned up and seriously injured. He was, however, rushed to the hospital and he was officially pronounced you know what. The police stated that a Taurus 9mm pistol and 4 rounds of ammunition was seized in that particular incident. And later on that said morning, another police party entered another section of the community where a man known as Biggs was taken out by them. It is alleged that Biggs was being sought by the police, and upon seeing the police, him rock and pop off, the police took evasive action, clap back some can in a theme direction, and Biggs end up losing 3 pints. The police stated that in that knockings and clappings, they also seized an Arcus 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 10 rounds of ammunition. And the Independent Commission of Investigation has also launched a probe in those knockings and clappings. Now, the next thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is an incident that took place in the parish of St. Ann, where it is alleged that a man brandished an illegal firearm on a woman during an argument, and he has been arrested and taken into custody by the police. The 37-year-old is being held on suspicion of possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. So what took place now, my peeps, is that sometime around 7 a.m. on Saturday, the police received a report from a woman who handed over to them a Ruger pistol fitted with a magazine containing 11 rounds of ammunition. She reportedly informed the police that her boyfriend had pointed the gun at her and threatened to take her life. An investigation was launched and the police arrested the suspect at his home. Now, that is rather courageous by that woman, but I think that just as I spoke about self-preservation in this morning's Word to the Wise, that is exactly what kicked in. Self-preservation is always first. So she's trying to preserve herself so she can be among the land of the living to assist the others. Yeah, man. So to the female, whomever you are, wherever you are, and I hope that the police have you now in protective custody. Because if many of our nation's women would do exactly what you did, you know how much illegal firearms would have been off our nation's streets and how much of these criminal elements would be placed behind bars. You have to preserve yourself first. I know many are going to say, boy, she did know a long time about it and I threw him threatened for her life why she come talk. Well, whilst that may be true, we still commend her for her bravery. Another illegal firearm is off the nation's streets and a criminal element behind bars. We just sorry say she never did call them and make them come and find the strap on the dirty boy and send him home quick and fast. Yeah, man. These criminal elements are doing way too much. And we, the regular members of Chan Public, the mothers, the fathers, the girlfriends, the sisters, the brothers, need to take back our country forcibly from the hands of these criminal elements. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.